Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's card making video, I am doing reverse stamping with my gel press, and it's all for the January release at Trinity Stamps. I'm featuring this RAMENtic stamp set. It is so cute. I could not wait to play with this. I think it's so fun with this cup of noodles and all the punny little sentiments that are there too. There is a coordinating die set, and it cuts out every single image in the stamp set, even the sentiments. It bubble cuts them. So I am cleaning off my stamp to stamp it for the very first time using this scrubber from Picket Fence. Love that thing. And then I'm stamping it with Memento ink on some white cardstock so I can Copic color. Now I'm going to stamp this out 2 times because I have the room on my paper, and I really wanted to put 2 cup of noodles on my card today. So I'm going to do that, but plans quickly changed and went in a whole nother direction. You'll see why here shortly. So let's Copic color. I have Y17 and Y15 for my chicken cup of noodles, and I'm going to accent that with red because that's the cup of noodles that we get for my teenagers. They like it, so I get it, and I am using the red as an accent on the outside of the cup. And then for anything that's white, I'm using C2 and C0. And then I'm also going to keep those same markers out and use those for my little spoon. I think it's so cute that there's a spoon sticking up out of here as well. So also, I don't think I show this in the video, but I have a silver gel pen, and I went over my silver or gray coloring in my spoon, accented it with my silver gel pen, and then I just kind of smudge it out with my finger, and it gives it a little bit of a metallic shine, and it's super cool. I love that. So I'm not sure why I didn't capture that part on video. So there is it all colored out, and I am going to do the stupidest thing here, but I thought you'd want to see it, so let's check it out. So I stamped right on my image after I spent all that time coloring it. I'm going to emboss this, but I didn't press hard enough. So look at the top image there. I stamped it 2 times. It's like I've never stamped before. Yeah, so this second image, I'm using it to do some paper piecing. So you can see I just colored like that label part, re-stamped my Instant Friends, but this time I used my Misty because it's the best stamping tool ever invented, am I right? Okay, I embossed that with clear powder. I'm heating that up, melting that powder, and I have a nice black raised up shiny image. I will cut out the bad cup just like this, and then I'm going to paper piece this over the top. So I didn't have to recolor the whole thing, but I could have, but you know, I just decided a little raised up label might be cute, so I did it, and I was no longer stressed out about my cup of noodles. Yeah, there's no stress in stamping. All right, so we'll glue that over the top, and then I used my white gel pen here on the noodles because I wanted there to be some white because the noodles are white, and then I did do the silver gel pen like I previously mentioned. So now we're going to have a second cup of noodles on this card, but we're going to reverse it by stamping this onto my gel press, pressing it down on the gel press, letting it get plenty of contact. And I used VersaFine Onyx black ink for this. Maybe not the best ink. It has put me on a mission to find the best ink for reverse stamping on my gel press. Or maybe I just need to practice it a few more times. I have done this several times, and I've gotten a better image than this before. See, it's not perfect, but I'm going to fix it. You're going to see what I do here shortly. So when I colored this one out, I'm using the same exact colors that I used on the first cup, but I'm kind of just reversing it and putting them in different areas. I really like my cards to be matchy, so that's why I did this. And then I made this one beef cup of noodles. Gotta love the beef. So now I am taking a black liner pen and tracing around those lines they were kind of skippity lines. They weren't solid, and tracing around them, it does stress me out. I'm not going to lie about that. I stamp because I don't draw well. That's why I stamp. So even tracing around this, I was like, oh my goodness, is this going to be okay? And it totally was. So if I can do it, you can do it. So my reversed image is looking delightful. I was so happy with how it turned out. But here's the thing about reverse stamping. You're going to have to cut it out. The die, cutting it, it's backwards now. So just remember that. Okay, now I cut my stamp with scissors. If we were going to talk about all the stressful things of stamping, that would be the third one in this video. Cutting apart your stamps. Do you guys like to do that or no? Sometimes I just have an idea and I have to have it, so I will cut my stamps. They go back together, you can stamp them, but I just wanted the word superb on there. Instant friends. Superb, right? Okay, so there's my 2 cups. They're so cute. I'm going to set them aside and make a background. So I wanted the background to like make me think of chicken broth, but then I have my beef ramen, so I'm going to make a chicken broth side and a beef broth side. So I have my mustard seed distress oxide for my chicken and my vintage photo for my beef. It really felt like the color of beef ramen should be. So I have both of those and they're going to just merge a little bit in the middle, and it looks fine. It doesn't and it doesn't look weird, the 2 in the middle. I was okay with it. So I just went back and forth a little bit between the 2 colors. And I think, see how I have dots on the brown side? I think that's because I had previously cleaned off my mat and there might have been still a little wetness there. I don't know. But I was going to spritz it with water anyway to get those droplets to make it, you know, look like liquid. And I was really happy with how that background turned out. So I have a piece of brushed silver cardstock I'm gluing across the bottom so my cup of noodles have a little somewhere to sit. And that is going to be kind of like a table or a counter, and I just thought it would pull out the silver that I used in the spoons. So I'm going to have 2 layers here. So I layered that onto my red layer, and then I will add it to my A2 size card base. But I wanted to do some more free-handed stamping right on the background. So I did those little steam marks so they would look like they're coming up out of the cup right on the background. And I figured if I mess them up, there is a die. I could die cut it off to the side and stick it over the top. I might as well keep going with the card. So it worked out. I have the Simply Sentimental You, and I'm using parts of it to stamp out "You Are My," and I'm taping off the rest. Now, normally when I tape off the rest, I'm going to ink this up and I might get ink on the tape. I don't want that extra part of the image. So this time I didn't get any ink there, so I just left the tape. But normally you would peel the tape off before stamping right there. And then I added my 3 little dots because this part of the sentiment is going on the outside of my card, and then I'm going to complete the sentiment on the inside, really customizing what this card is going to say. So that's going to go on the outside, and then you'll see next what I'm doing. I'm bringing out my graham cracker alphabet from Trinity Stamps. This has to be one of my most used die sets. Did I say die set before? Yeah, die set. And die cutting out the word cup of noodles. I also wanted to stamp again the cup of noodles just in a really light gray color. So even you could write over the top of it, but you have it on the inside, and then spell out cup of noodles on the inside. So the outside says "You Are My," inside cup of noodles. Isn't that so cute? I'm adding these new heart embellishments from the shop. You should know in this new release there are a bunch of new embellishments. Trinity is known for their embellishments. I love them for their embellishments, and so be sure to check that out. I'm going to link a link to the new release in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. Also, this is part of a hop and a giveaway, so the link to the next video is down below, and the details for the giveaway are down below. You know the drill. Like and comment and subscribe and have fun and get free stuff. I love hops. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe because I like to share my paper crafting with you all the time. Thanks for being here and happy stamping. Bye.